talking about.
My mom has finally spoke and said, this, Jasmine, go.
I never cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
One more time.
I never cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Well, at least she said.
How you feel about this situation between Papoose and Remy Ma?
They both cool with me. Like, I knew Papoose for years, over 15 years. Knew Remy for over 15 years. So I
told y'all that Remy Ma and Papoose are done. I told y'all that Papoose put hands on that little boy she messing with.
I know you ain't this corny. Remy, you must need blood if you say he your type.
Like, oh my God, I hope they don't find out about this, because you know it's a possibility.
Hey, this is truly insane. Before we get started, remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more updates like this one. Once upon a time, Papoose and Remy Ma made us believe in fairy tales by embodying Black love in its purest form. His wife was serving 6 years in prison, and Papoose was like a character from a movie, supporting her and praising her to anyone who would listen. He even married her while she was still incarcerated. When he went on stage or gave an interview, Papoose made it clear that Remy Ma was his queen.
You know, can you even talk about the whole Easy to Papoose now that he don't talk as much as they talked on the stage?
Oh, he's a
Yes.
His third was the blog, very, very reputable source that Papoose and this guy got into a real bad where he almost knocked out the teeth that should have fell out. It was falling out on this guy because his teeth was really bad.
Everybody wins when the family feuds. Don't ask me no questions about Remy and Papoose.
You heard it. Why you asking me questions?
How many times? I'm not asking about that. I just want to know how many times have people asked you about that when you had to put that in the song?
A lot. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, family, friends, this, that. And I can't tell you. Don't ask no questions about Remy and Papoose. It's real. Plus, I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing because you don't ask?
No, I just don't know nothing.
I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could do it, because it goes right back into that other category without something. As soon as I feel like you get one hit, I'm glad fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports.
Rema and the battle rapper are accused of being easy to get along with. The allegations that Remy Ma stepped out on Papoose have been circulating for months, and believe me, they are intense. But the note, with everyone analyzing every post and searching for hints in every word, didn't exactly convince the internet. It was only a matter of time until everything went viral.
That sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like in this certain situations, you could talk to a person, you express how you feel, they express how they feel, and y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you deal with people that, like, sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that. I don't give a fuck how you felt. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing?
This is what you call handling business, and it became even juicier in a high-profile brawl. Remy Ma was called out for going too far with Papoose's wife, and let's face it, the scandal wasn't helping anyone. Papoose and Remy Ma finally met up at an industry event, and let's just say it didn't end well. Word has it that the two started exchanging heated words, and before anyone could step in, Papoose decided to let his fist do the talking. After the drama, Easy the Block Captain sent shockwaves through the rap world. Rumors circulated that Remy Ma had gotten close to yet another rapper, which was bad news. However, like her relationship with Easy the Block Captain, that connection didn't last long, and it became clear that the cracks in her relationship with Papoose were getting too big to ignore. While Papoose chose to remain silent while the whispers persisted, his actions spoke louder than words, and he gradually began to distance himself from Remy Ma. Though fans are supporting him for this new chapter, let's not forget why this situation feels so heavy. Papoose's devotion to Remy Ma during her darkest moments was unmatched. He married her over the phone while she was incarcerated and remained completely faithful for 6 years. This is where things get hot. The best part is that Papoose looks happier. His new girlfriend isn't just any woman though, she's a professional boxer. Yes, you read correctly, and she can throw hands. In spite of the opinions of the streets, it appears that Papoose has finally had enough and is ready to focus on himself. After Remy Ma was released from prison, Papoose proudly wore the title of Black Love in hip-hop and was the epitome of loyalty. Therefore, Remy Ma's alleged infidelity with an employee of their joint business feels like a betrayal not only to Papoose, but also to the supporters who cheered the release. Initially, even though she didn't seem to appreciate it, Papoose gave it his all to rebuild their lives when she was released, and felt that their romance had destroyed the idealized image of Black love, leaving many people with a bad taste. From the time Remy Ma was imprisoned, Papoose became the epitome of loyalty, and fans admired him for being a faithful husband who waited for his wife to return and supported her through everything. They were the perfect couple, demonstrating that true love can endure even the most difficult trials. Papoose stood by Remy Ma during her 6-year prison sentence, openly declaring his love and making it known. Papoose was there to support her every step of the way after Remy Ma was released, and they got married. Their bond seemed unbreakable, but as time went on, the seemingly unbreakable foundation started to crumble. Things took a drastic turn when fans who had long admired Papoose's loyalty were shocked to learn that he had moved on. The whispers were soon confirmed when Papoose was seen in public with a new woman, but she wasn't just any woman. She had a background of her own and seemed to fit into the public persona of Papoose. When Papoose, who was once known for his unwavering devotion to Remy Ma, revealed that he was in a new relationship, the world watched in shock. The questions that immediately arose were, was there trouble in paradise, or was Papoose just looking for something different? Remy Ma's reaction to the news was still unknown, and the media quickly picked up on the tension dividing fans. As soon as Remy Ma learned about Papoose's new relationship, things quickly escalated. The public spectacle of it all, not just the betrayal, was what hurt. Remy Ma, who is known for her no-nonsense attitude, did not hold back, and a fight broke out between Remy Ma and Papoose's new girlfriend. And as fans and celebrities watched the drama unfold, social media erupted in reactions. Remy Ma, humiliated and angry, expressed her feelings in interviews and social media posts. Her response was fiery, and she didn't hold back from criticizing Papoose for his sudden change of heart. In her eyes, it felt like a complete betrayal, especially after all the years she had spent behind bars and the sacrifices she had made for their relationship. As the fight between Remy Ma and Papoose's new girlfriend went viral, the internet became the battlefield for it. The situation only got worse as the media started to pick up on every detail, scrutinizing every word and gesture from both sides. It seemed like every move Papoose and Remy Ma made was under intense public scrutiny. Fans tweeted, posted memes, and flooded Instagram with their opinions. As celebrities weighed in on the drama, adding fuel to the fire, some fans felt that Papoose had every right to move on, especially after the long years of separation. Others sided with Remy Ma, believing that her loyalty and struggles should have been respected. She was not a random woman. She had a history that seemed to contrast with Remy Ma's tough image. The new girlfriend, who had suddenly found herself in the middle of this public war, also had to deal with the backlash. Who was she, and how did she feel about the explosive situation? At first, many people wanted to know about her background. She took to social media to defend herself, saying that she was not at fault for the fallout between Papoose and Remy Ma. While some people sympathized with her, others saw her as a homewrecker. It was evident that the public found it difficult to accept her role in the drama, and the situation only seemed to get worse. Papoose had once been the symbol of unwavering loyalty, but now he was caught between two women, each demanding his attention and allegiance. It wasn't just about love anymore. It was about the public perception of his actions and his image. Fans were questioning his choices, wondering if his newfound relationship was genuine or if his emotional state seemed to be at odds with his public image. As the drama continued to unfold, it became clear that the fallout wasn't just a one-time event. Was a result of his problems with Remy, or if he had actually found something better. Remy, on the other hand, was fighting for her dignity. The breakup was messy, and she made it clear in interviews and public statements that she wasn't going to let Papoose's betrayal go unpunished. She was heartbroken, but she was also angry, and she made sure the world knew it. This was made more difficult by the fact that their relationship was public, and Remy was using her platform to vent, address her pain, and call out Papoose for his actions. However, beneath the anger, there was a woman who had lost her. Papoose and Remy's fans were split along the internet, each group taking sides and flooding social media with their opinions. Some defended Papoose's right to move on, arguing that love can fade over time, especially after the strain of years apart. Others rallied behind Remy, emphasizing that she had supported Papoose through thick and thin and didn't deserve such a public humiliation. The online debate was heated, and everyone had an opinion. Papoose and Remy's relationship was no longer about love, loyalty, betrayal, and the cost of fame. The couple, who were once admired for their unity, were now the focus of intense discussions and viral memes. As the days went by, the situation became so intense that the media was unable to keep up with the constant updates, interviews, and social media posts from both sides. The new girlfriend found herself in the middle of the storm. What had been a quiet relationship was now under intense public scrutiny. How would she respond to the backlash? Would she attempt to repair her image, or would she completely step away from the drama? In the midst of all of this, Remy's response remained strong. She was no longer the quiet wife standing behind Papoose. Instead, she was the woman scorned, demanding justice and respect. What happens next for Papoose and Remy? Will they ever be able to mend their relationship, or is this the end of their love story? As the story progresses, fans are left wondering if Papoose will return to Remy or if his new relationship will become his future while Remy continues to fight for the love they once shared, or will she move on and concentrate on her career and herself? This is a story that is far from over, and as Papoose and Remy's love triangle continues to unfold in the public eye, everyone is watching, waiting for the next twist in this viral drama. Family is a difficult thing, and for someone like 50 Cent, who fought his way to fame with unwavering ambition, his personal story is just as intense as his rise to fame. Although everyone knows him as a rap icon, few people understand the drama and heartbreak that go into his family life. 50 Cent is a father of 2 sons, but his relationship with his oldest son, Marquise Jackson, has not been easy at all. There is much more to 50 Cent's story than meets the eye. 50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, became a father in 1996 when his then-girlfriend Sheena Tompkins gave birth to Maris. At the time, everything seemed to be going well, but as their rocky relationship fell apart, so did the family bond. After a protracted and bitter custody battle, the tension between 50 and Maris had already begun to grow, and by the time things were legally resolved in 2008, their father-son relationship was barely hanging on. The final blow came in 2008 when Mars was spotted in a photo with the son of Kenneth Supreme Griff, a figure tied to one of 50 Cent's most dangerous enemies. As a child, he adored his father and saw him as a superhero, someone larger than life. However, as he grew older, that admiration turned into disappointment, and by his teenage years, the bond between them was almost non-existent. According to 50, constant arguments with Tompkins and messy legal fights turned their communication into a distant lawyer-mediated process. In response to the backlash over his cruel comment, 50 Cent explained that his anger wasn't about hate but deep disappointment, pointing out that he had given Mares financial support. People close to the family said that Mares frequently stirred the pot by purposefully doing things to provoke his dad. He would associate with people 50 didn't like or post things online just to push his buttons. This cold-cutting statement on social media suggested that if he and McGriff's son were hit by a bus, he wouldn't feel a thing. Mars tried to get his father's attention in 2022 by offering $6,700, the same amount 50 had paid in child support each month, for just one day of his father's time. Maris claimed it wasn't about money and that he just wanted to spend time with his father, but 50 rejected the offer, claiming that a genuine attempt to make amends wouldn't involve social media and that money couldn't mend a relationship that lacked respect. Maris later disclosed he had tried reaching out privately, but despite the pain, Maris is determined to make a name for himself. He entered the music industry, dropping tracks and attempting to forge a career outside of his father's shadow. On the other hand, 50 Cent's bond with his younger son, Sire, appears stronger, but it's also shaped by the difficulties he's faced through all the ups and downs. The 50's family story is one of love, betrayal, and the complications that make family relationships so difficult to navigate. He struggled because he didn't have his dad's phone number and had been blocked on social media. 50 Cent's journey as a father and a son is no exception. In September 2012, he welcomed his second son, Sire, with Daphne Joy. Unlike his tumultuous relationship with his eldest son, Maris, his bond with Soar appears to be much closer, but underneath the surface, things with Sire's mother, Daphne Joy, have been far from smooth. In March 2024, Daphne took to social media to accuse 50 of mistreatment, claiming that her heart had been broken and any hope she had left in him as a result. This serves as a reminder that even the most successful people can have cracks in their personal lives, and sometimes those cracks run deep. In 2013, 50F faced domestic violence charges after an argument with Daphne escalated. He was accused of kicking her and damaging her property, but he avoided serious consequences. 50 Cent denied the accusations, but the public accusations took their already complicated relationship to a new level. Around this time, 50 was reportedly making moves to seek sole custody of Sire, with allegations circulating about Daphne's involvement in adult work, a claim she vehemently denied. The drama was no longer limited to courtrooms. It was splashed across headlines. Despite all of this, 50 Cent's focus on his legacy remains unwavering, especially when it comes to Sir. In a recent interview, he openly stated that his entire wealth would be left to his youngest son, emphasizing that everything he's built will be for Sir to carry forward. While fans admired his dedication to Sir, many couldn't help but wonder what about his firstborn Mars. He pleaded guilty to misdemeanor vandalism, and the incident resulted in 3 years of probation and community service in the real world. One of the most explosive moments in the ongoing tension between 50 and Mars occurred in 2018 when Mars shared a picture of himself with Kenneth Supreme McGriff's son. For those who are familiar with 50's past, McGriff is more than just a name. He's associated with a dark period in the rapper's life. McGriff was allegedly involved in the 2000 shooting that almost killed 50. So seeing his son with the child of someone so closely connected to that incident was a breaking point. 50's icy response to the picture made it painfully evident how deeply their rift had grown while 50 Cent was laser-focused on repairing his fractured. The story of a man shaped by both tragedy and triumph is hidden behind the headlines and platinum records, leaving fans to wonder if there is any chance for healing. Curtis Jackson was not just a product of Queens, New York. He was raised by a single mother who fought valiantly to give him a better life. His mother, Sabrina Jackson, was his world. She was a hustler who was determined to provide for her son, even if it meant trading carefully in their South Jamaica, Queens neighborhood. She was renowned for her strength and tenacity, making moves in a world that wasn't kind to women like her, but living on the streets came with a price. In 1983, Sabrina's life was tragically cut short when Curtis was only 8 years old. His mother was killed in what authorities suspected was a homicide. Someone had drugged her, left her unconscious, and set her apartment on fire. Her death is still unsolved, leaving a haunting mystery that will always shape 50 Cent's life. Losing his mother so young and violently became a turning point in Curtis's life, fueling his ambition, drive, and his unwavering pursuit of success. But it also left scars that family has always been at the core of 50 Cent's life, but it hasn't been without its share of heartbreak and difficulties. In interviews, 50 Cent has talked about how his mother, Sabrina Jackson, was tragically taken when he was just 8 years old, recalling how someone put something in her drink and turned on the gas, taking away the one person who meant the world to him. Even as an adult, he acknowledges that whenever life threw hardships his way, he would think that things wouldn't be this way if his mother were here. Sabrina wasn't just his mother. She was a tough, no-nonsense woman who made sure her son was prepared for the harsh world around him. 50 remembers her as being both nurturing and firm, constantly encouraging him to get back up and keep going. Her words, "Get up. What are you crying for?" stuck with him and shaped the way he dealt with life's obstacles as a child and later as a global citizen. Fame, but after she died,